Welcome to Fill Up Your Cup. This is a self-care space for women who do it all, but still choose to pour into themselves. First, I'm your host, Kiara Noel, and every week we're diving into conversations about wellness, beauty, boundaries, and building a life that feels as good as it looks. So grab your coffee, take a deep breath. Let's get into it. So like I said before, my name is Kiara Noel, which is my first name and my middle name. You can follow me on the IG at Noel Knows and Noel Knows Brows. And I'll have those in the show notes. I just want to start off by introducing myself, as I've started this podcast one other time. And I feel like I have a whole new audience, so I'm going to tell y'all a little bit about me. I am 27. I'll be 28 at the end of the month. I am a girl boss. I am a licensed esthetician who has her own salon suite where I specialize in brows. I also am a semi-retired pageant girl. I still compete every now and then, and right now I'm currently competing with a Miss America organization, and part of my platform is self-care. Now, self-care isn't limited to pageants for me. I work in the beauty industry. And I talk about self-care with my clients every single day. I encourage them to take a moment for themselves, and sometimes I need to take a moment for myself. And I have seen over and over again how important self-care is for life. I think as women, we are constantly pouring into other people. And so I just want to serve as a reminder to fill up your own cup, because you can't pour from an empty cup. You can't continue to give when there is nothing left to give. So I want to use this podcast as a reminder to do so. I actually came across a scripture that I want to use for the podcast, so I should find that real quick. Okay, I got that Bible verse for y'all. It is Matthew 11:28. This is the Common English Bible. I just like this translation the most. And it says, "Come to me, all you who are struggling hard and carrying heavy loads, and I will give you rest." Amen. Now, I'm not trying to make this a biblical thing. I really am not. I am just a girl who loves God, and clearly God is working in my life. But this is an open platform for whoever just finds that they need rest. For whoever and whatever you follow, we are all called to rest. That is why our bodies are not wired to be up for 24 hours a day. Rest is important, and I believe that self-care gets a bad rep, but I truly believe that rest and self-care go hand in hand, because that is a necessity as much as food is for your body, as much as water is. It's a necessity. Rest, food, water, and things of that sort. Basic necessity. And I really want to take away the stigma that seeking self-care is lazy or selfish. One thing that I can say personally is, as a young woman entrepreneur, grind culture is huge, and everyone, work. And I fell into that trap where I just felt like nothing that I did was worthy of rest. And that is such a disservice to me. It's a disservice to you that actually does the opposite of whatever goal you're trying to reach. Continuing without resting and recentering, it will take you so much longer. I first introduced this podcast last year, and it was probably at the worst time. I had just left the salon that I was working at, and I was down people who I thought were my friends. I was down a mentor. I was going through a breakup. I had a lot going on. And I thought that if I just kept doing and working on this, getting a podcast and doing a YouTube and whatever, I got real burnt out real quick. And I'm currently in a season where rest is vital and moving slow is vital. This would be a good season to focus on self-care, and I don't mean the fall season, though it is fall, but things are slowing down. But also in my life, I'm entering a slow season where a lot of foundation is being built, where a lot of habits are being made, that I want to instill this in myself and encourage each and every one of you to find a second to fill up your cup, because being burnt out ain't fun. It's not. And as somebody who has ADHD and always has a million ideas in my head, but I will tell you, I have recorded this intro probably 3 different times, and they all are an hour long, because I'm just babbling. Even though I have an outline, I'm just babbling. So work with me, pray for me. We will get this thing going. So I want to encourage you all. Hold on. Period. Such a girl. Just want y'all to know this. I'm such a girl. So because this is the season to practice self-care, I'm taking a self-care oath. I want you to take a self-care oath. We will fill up our cups. And you know what? Let me just tell y'all. First off, I need to get a mug, so that when we do this, I will always have one. Actually, segue. The ADHD is showing right now. I want to explain what's going on in my surroundings. I am filming this in my suite, and I was looking for a studio to film in. I am currently in between places, and one day it just it came to me. I have clients who come in here and sleep during their brow appointment, because I have cultivated such a calming space. And those are the vibes that I want for the visuals of this podcast. If you are listening, you cannot see me, and I'm cute. So I need you to get on YouTube and look up the video version. But I am currently, first off, it's Sunday while I'm filming this, so I still have on my Sunday makeup, but I'm wearing pajamas. And that's what I want the vibes to be every time. Cozy pajama vibes. You and I sharing a cup of whatever you got, and with cute PJs. These are just some basic black ones that I got from Target. They are Target boycott, but I love a cute pajama jam, and I thought that we could get together. You can put on your pajamas, I'll put on my pajamas, and we'll set the cozy vibes. I'm sitting in a very cozy chair, and I was tempted to put on a blanket, but it's kind of hot, so I did not do that. But we're only gonna get cozier as time goes. The lights are low for a reason. Cozy vibes, okay? Very cozy vibes. I also love the name Fill Up Your Cup, because you can put whatever you want in it, okay? I am not too much of a alcohol girly, but I will have a wine or a seltzer every now and then. But you can put that, you can put hot chocolate. You can put the straight stuff. I ain't gonna be mad at you. Red Bull, coffee, cola, whatever your fancy is, as long as you fill up your cup. Speaking of different things that you could put in your cup, self-care is also whatever you use to fill the cup. There are so many different ways to practice self-care. There are so many different things to do. It looks different for everybody. So what I'm going to do today is share with you guys 3 ways that you can practice self-care today, tonight, right now, as long as you got 5 minutes. The first thing that you can do today to practice self-care is affirmations. Let me tell you something. I love a good affirmation. I am one of those people that don't see my own success. I have imposter syndrome quite often, but sometimes I do have to remind myself, like SZA said to Kiki Palmer. And what movie was that, Day? One Heck of a Day, whatever it was. Y'all know what movie I'm talking about. But since it was saying to Keke Palmer, you the one, not the two. Okay? And sometimes I have to tell myself, I'm the one, not the two. Now, as far as affirmations go, for those of you who have never said affirmations or practiced affirmations, they are just statements that are actualizing. They're self-empowering. It's saying, I am the baddest. I'm sorry, I can't take myself serious. But I said, I am good at sports. Also not true for me, but things like that. And if you feel like there is a certain area in your life in which you are struggling, Pinterest is a great resource. You literally can go on Pinterest and type in whatever you're struggling with. So for me, maybe today I would type in self-worth affirmations. And it's going to bring up a bunch of lists of self-worth affirmations. Pick 2 or 3 off the list, say them to yourselves 3 times, and say them throughout the day. Like, if you looked in the mirror, you said these 3 statements to yourself, at lunchtime, say them again. When you're driving home, say them again until it becomes habit and until you change the thoughts in your mind, because the brain believes whatever it hears. If you keep saying, I'm smart, I'm capable, you will be smart, you will be capable, and you're more apt to do things that make you feel smart and feel capable. So yes, affirmations are great. The next thing that you could do, this literally less than 60 seconds, I know you got one. Light a candle. Just something about a smell will do it for me every time. I love it. There's a Bath and Body Works right next to me. I could go. But yes, light you a candle. I know you got one. Even if you got some spray the room. Just something. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Get rid of that old smell. Whatever it is. And just bring in something new. And the third thing that you could do today, outside of what you're already doing, because you're listening to this podcast, you doing that is taking a minute of self-care. And I'm proud of you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here with me. But another thing that you could do, if you have, maybe instead of 5 minutes, maybe if you have 15 minutes, read a book. It doesn't have to be how to get rich, how to get money. It doesn't have to be something that you are learning from. It could just simply be not smut. We got to do better than that. But a fairy tale, a thriller, a mystery, whatever. It could be a children's book. It could be Harry Potter. Because it is that season. I do like me some Harry Potter. 15 minutes listening to Harry Potter, reading Harry Potter, and maybe you read while you light the candle. Ah, that's a vibe. Okay, so those are the 3 tips that I have today on self-care. I am so excited to be doing this with you guys. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. Please share it. If you feel like there is somebody in your life who needs to take a moment of self-care, who needs a reminder, if you just want to say I love you, but just sit out for a second, send this to them. And I pray that as we grow together, that we grow this community, that we will each learn to fill our own cups and to help others fill their cups. Because when everybody's got a full cup of what they want, imagine that. Thanks for hanging out with me today. If this episode refilled your cup even a little bit, I'd like to know. Subscribe, leave a review, share it with a friend that you feel like needs a little extra love today. And don't forget, you deserve to be poured into too. Until next time, take care of yourself. It's not even 7 o'clock yet.